When continents collide is what the posters say around the hotel here. Froch winning the title in December last year in a brutal contest against Jean Pascal of Canada, regarded as one of the great fights of 2008. Taylor refused to go to the UK for this, Froch's first defence of his WBC super middleweight title, but Froch has won widespread respect for agreeing to come here to the United States. And on cue, Jermain Taylor is now making his way down the steps in the centre of this theatre as the challenger. He's the first into the ring. Over on the far side as we look now up onto the third and fourth steps in a predominantly black cape with black shorts with the stars and stripes on the sleeves, and on the back it says Jermain Bad Intentions Taylor, looking to restore his reputation here this evening. 28 victories in his 31 fight career, but a lot of pointing to the 2 defeats against Kelly Pavlik as a sign that he's lost his hunger to really dig deep when he needs it most. And Carl Froch has said that tonight will be the night when he makes him dig deep.
Froch will obviously not want to let Taylor get into a rhythm. He won't want Taylor to get off and win the early rounds. Froch has to stay with him in the early rounds and push him hard in the middle rounds and even harder towards the back end of the fight.
So Taylor already in the ring and ensconced towards the blue corner, just a few feet away from our commentary position here at ringside, and the faint boos that are now ringing around the arena greet the appearance on the 2 screens on either side of Carl Froch. Not in view of the spectators just yet. We can see a handful of the family and friends of Carl Froch just to our left at ringside here, as now he makes his way towards the ring in a dark blue cape with the hood still up as he heads down with his trainer Robert McCracken behind him, also his brother Lee carrying aloft the WBC super middleweight belt that he won in such unforgettable style in December of last year. And now he makes his way to those steps, just those last few steps up now between the centre 2 ropes. He stands on the ring apron, leans down through the ropes and bounces up and down, just limbering up on his toes, just holding those nerves for the last few minutes before the first bell.
Ortega. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Super Middleweight Championship of the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the MGM Grand at Boxwoods, it's showtime! Introducing to you first, the challenger on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks with silver trim, trimmed in the U.S. flag. Hailing from Little Rock, Arkansas, he weighed in at a trim and ready 166 pounds. His record, 28 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw, with 17 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the 2000 Olympic bronze medalist, the current WBC #1 ranked contender, and the former undisputed middleweight champion of the world, known as Bad Intentions, introducing Jermain Taylor. And his opponent across the ring on my left, the defending world champion, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks trimmed in the Union Jack. He proudly represents his home of Nottingham, England. He weighed in at 167 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign to the ring with a record of 24 wins, no losses, 19 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former British and Commonwealth champion, tonight making the first defense of his world crown, introducing the undefeated WBC Super Middleweight Champion of the world, introducing Carl the Cobra Froch.
Scheduled 12 rounds for the WBC Super Middleweight title. 2 jabs from Jermain Taylor, getting through once again. Froch goes towards the chest area and moves in with an uppercut, and he's caught with a right hand and just swivels away. He was slightly off balance, but he was caught, and now he's caught by a left hook from Jermain Taylor. Froch comes back with 2 jabs and a right hand from Jermain Taylor, puts Carl Froch onto the seat of his trunks. He looks across towards his corner. The referee reaches 6 and 7, and Froch is up. The referee wipes the gloves of Froch. 25 seconds to go in the 3rd round, and Froch, the man with the granite chin, has gone down for the first time in his professional career. He was playing with fire, and Jermain Taylor has taken full advantage. Crushing right hand, and not for the first time, but for the first time, Froch has gone down. Closing few seconds of this, the 3rd round. Froch is in big trouble. Jermain Taylor, the offensive position, left hook from Taylor, double jab, right hand from Taylor at the end of the round. Strong shots, brilliant left uppercut from Taylor, and Froch is in trouble again at the end of the 8th round, and this is turning at times in snatches into a masterclass from Jermain Taylor. Brilliant work there at the end of the 8th round as he made Froch miss and made him pay in the most punishing fashion. Another great round for Jermain Taylor. And many of the spectators here in the MGM Grand Theatre have risen to their feet on the announcement that this is the 12th and final round of the WBC Super Middleweight Championship contest between Carl Froch and the former world middleweight champion Jermain Taylor. Froch on our card has won 4 of the 11 completed rounds. Taylor has been using his greater speed developed in the middleweight class to get himself in front, and he lands a big right hand to the cheers of the crowd at the start of this, the final round, a round that Froch needs so badly if he's at all to sway the judges. Flicks out the jab, 3-4 of them, forces Jermain Taylor onto the ropes just above us here at ringside. They're separated by the referee. 2 tired men here in the final round of this, what's been a fascinating championship contest. Froch again is on the front foot, as he's been virtually throughout the second half of the contest. Goes for that right uppercut, but shows it's coming, telegraphs it, and Taylor just steps out of range. Froch does get through with a stiff straight right hand, though different version of the punch, and Taylor absorbs it neatly again and steps away. Tries a jab, good right hand from Froch, and Taylor's in trouble on the ropes, and now Froch opens up, and Froch is producing a sensational finish. Jermain Taylor is staggering around the ring. Jermain Taylor in a neutral corner is on jellied legs. Froch now tries to free himself. He started the damage with a big right hand, and he's got 1 minute and 30 seconds now to pull off the most amazing victory. Taylor is trying to hold on. Froch is measuring his man. He's taking his time. Jermain Taylor is virtually running away. Over in the neutral corner, he holds on. The referee separates them, and Jermain Taylor now, having built up such a huge lead, is staring defeat in the face. Froch opens up, another right hand, a left hook, and Froch comes here. Forward again he comes. There's no response from Taylor. He hasn't thrown a punch for about 30 seconds. He tries now with an overhand right. Froch is tired. Taylor is tired. 45 seconds to go. Right hand again, and Taylor is down. Finally, with 40 seconds to go in the 12th and final round, he was ahead on points. The referee reaches 7, 8. The standing 8 count. The referee waves them in again. 25 seconds to go. Right hand from Froch. They're in Taylor's own corner. Can he finish it before the bell? Taylor has no response. The referee has stepped in. It's all over. We have seen one of the most remarkable turnarounds in World Championship boxing history, as Carl Froch, behind on points, pulls off the victory with just seconds to go in the contest. Such bravery, such courage. He kept going to the end, and how, I don't know, but Carl Froch is still the WBC Super Middleweight Champion of the world, and nobody here this evening will ever forget what they've seen for as long as they breathe.
That was a remarkable turnaround by Carl Froch. That is something out of a Rocky movie, I promise you. He was dead on his feet, maybe 4, 5, 6 rounds behind. Taylor was just, all Taylor had to do was stand on his feet Froch landed a big overhand right. Taylor was getting tired from about the 9th round. Froch wouldn't say die, walked him down. The right hand paid dividends in the end, obviously. But I'm telling you, that is something out of a film. You couldn't write a better script than that. In the dying seconds, listen, if Taylor would have stayed on his feet for the last 15, 20 seconds, he gets a decision. 4, 5, or 6 rounds ahead. But Froch walked him down, kept putting the right hand over, and now he stopped the fight. And Taylor, he's still the champion. It's incredible.
Well, Carl Froch came here to make a statement, and nobody in the world of boxing will be able to ignore that. Yes, his flaws were exposed, and they were exposed often here this evening by Jermain Taylor, but he kept going, he kept plugging away, he took the shots with that granite chin, just a one knockdown in the 3rd round, but somehow he came back to reclaim his title, and I mean reclaim, because the title had slipped from his grasp. And that was an incredible performance from Carl Froch, and wherever he goes from here, he will always remember this night in Connecticut.
Always, we will